Hey, welcome back to the 5-Minute Strategist. On Sundays, we focus on that element of strategy that gets lost in our daily hustle and bustle, reflection. So each week, we do 5 regular review questions and 1 bonus question. But if you haven't listened before, be warned, these go beyond your standard what went well, what didn't go so well, what shall I do next type of questions that you might be used to. Get ready to pause after each question, mull it over, and make some notes. The goal here is for you to identify patterns, get critical insights, and learn from your successes and failures. Let's dive in. Question 1. In what area did you excel this week compared with previous weeks? Think about all the different areas of your life and your work and where you've really been focusing effort. And look not just at the whole area, but at specific aspects where you might have noticed some improvements. What changed? Can you identify an action or a mindset shift that created this improvement? And then think about how improving in that area has affected your overall well-being, your confidence, or progress towards your business's goals. And then think about whether it's something you want to measure and pay attention to going forwards. Question 2. If you could describe your company culture in only 1 word, based only on this week, what would that word be? We tend to think of the culture that we want without paying attention to the culture we're creating in the moment. So if we're going off course, we might miss that. Remember, culture is set from the top. So whether you're practicing this as a team of 1 or you're leading a team this week, this question applies to you. Question 3. Where did you fail this week and what lessons did you learn? We need to get super comfortable that things don't always work out. Getting into a more experimental mindset and away from spiraling about our mistakes allows us to take more considered risks, to be more innovative in our business, and to spot and apply a lesson rather than getting stuck. Question 4. What feedback did you get this week? It could be from clients, from your team, or from your peers, or maybe even someone in your personal life. Was it a compliment or a love note? Or was somebody dissatisfied? How are you using that feedback to inform what you do next week? Question 5. Did you prioritize your resources optimally this week? Or do you need to reprioritize some stuff for next week? Remember, your resources mean team, money, energy, time. It's really hard to perfectly allocate these things. There's usually somewhere where we could use a tweak. Look for the patterns and you'll be able to make those changes proactively before the small problems become big challenges. Okay, this week's bonus question. Question 6. Where did you prioritize progress over perfection this week? Perfection is a moving target, and because of that, it becomes an obstacle to the growth that we're chasing. Think back through the week and look for moments where you made a conscious decision to prioritize progress, where you accepted that something was good enough and moved on rather than getting stuck in that perfection paralysis. What happened as a result of that? And what are the potential long-term benefits? Did you speed up a project? Did it give team morale a bit of a boost? Did something unexpected happen as a result of it? Did it maybe alleviate some pressure? What do you think it did to your culture? Did it show your team that they can try new things, that they can take small risks, that it's okay to learn from mistakes? The goal here is to find that line where in future projects, you can spot how far you need to go for it to be good enough, for it to be the level of work that you want to put out, without you succumbing to that paralysis of perfection. Remember, these questions have no right or wrong answers. The goal is simply to get you reflecting on your week on a regular basis and to go beyond those basic questions of what worked well, what didn't, what's on deck next week. We want to make sure that you get a more strategic view of all the moving parts of your business and the potential impacts that they may have on each other.